Hi guys, this is Jimmy. I am one of the Keeper of the Flame. I was fortunate enough to join the leadership program which run by John and his colleague from DJP back in 2004. Um, John was our big brother. We pretty much look up to him, and he did tell us a thing or two about having the right attitudes and mindsets towards life and work. And some of it I still found it very useful until today, and I hope it's the same case for the rest of the keepers as well. So first of all, sincere apology, I can't make it for the conference. My friends and I will be out in the field this weekend to deliver food to those in need. We all have a day job, so the weekends is only time we can do this. Especially Christmas is around the corner, which is, in fact, it's next week. So yeah, so we have to do it by this weekend, and hopefully by doing this, some of the families can have at least some proper, I wouldn't say decent meal, some proper meal, I guess, for this Christmas. So, and I would like to thank you for the opportunity for introduce a bit about the NGOs where my friends and I founded back in 2016. But it actually runs way back, about 10 years back. So 10 years back, my friends and I were running this 30 hours famine camp by World Visions. I'm not sure you guys heard about this camp or not, where 50 to 100 of us try to fast for 30 hours to raise awareness and fund for the children in overseas. What we learned from the statistics from World Visions and WHO is that every 5 seconds there's a child die from preventable causes, mainly from malnutrition, poor sanitary products, and just basically poor healthcare and clean water as well. So after learning this, it shook us to our core. We decided to do something about it. So back then, running the camp seems like the right thing to do at the time. Then later, 4 years later, the earthquake hit Sabah. Some of the villages near the epicenters was devastated. They were cut off from road access, water supply, and electricity. So my friends and I put up a convoy. We just loaded our truck beds with all the sleeping bags, food and waters, and we just go into the hot zones and deliver the relief package. Then later we learned that actually Sabah is not so well off compared to the third world countries we try to support them. For example, a kid in Philippines need to walk about 2 hours or more to school every day, and their village is cut off from electricity supply and have no clean water supply, which later we found out Sabah is the villages in remote inland in Sabah is basically about pretty much the same. The kids here also had to walk a few hours to school, sometimes barefoot. A lot of remote inland village still have no water supply, clean water supply, depends on rain or water, and also run by genset. And sometimes just to get to a village, you need to trek, then by boat, then trek again. Sometimes it's about 8 hours, 9 hours, or even a day off on main road just to get to the village. So after learning that, my friend and I decided to set up an NGO just to focus our attentions on the local community, and yeah, so that's basically how we founded our NGO then. So fast forward to present times, I think one way or another we are all affected by this pandemic. I hope everyone is safe, but unfortunately, Sabah was hit among the hardest in this pandemic. As you know, Sabah relies a lot on the tourism industry as main source of income. So ever since the MCO took place and our border closed since early this year, we are seeing a lot of hotels, restaurants, souvenir shops, the tour agencies, even hawkers are struggling. Some of them are dropping like flies, frankly speaking. Yeah, it's a quite tough situations for those in hospitalities and related to tourism industry, and the numbers of families affected in hundreds or more, especially the lowest society level of society, which is the stateless families and children, where most of them are getting day paid. So with this kind of situations, basically most of them see their pay either get cut, got frozen, or simply just gone because of this pandemic. Now, we looking forward, we don't see any way out anytime soon then, because to be honest, not when our borders reopens, when a vaccine is widely available for everyone, when our tourists start flocking in, it's quite hard for our economy to recover and to bounce back, and for these people to get back to work. So maybe we're looking at 9 months or more to have some level of normalcy to come back to our life. That hopefully can be much sooner than. So I hope that with all the help we can gather, we can show the best of us in these darkest hours and try to lift each other weather through this pandemic then. So what we are doing is we're trying to give out each family's rice, eggs, milk powders, and cooking oil, the most basic stuff, just for them to keep afloat. And we are trying to do this every month or more, to at least 50 families or more, and hopefully with all the help we can get, and we can come out stronger on the other side, and we have to. And I believe no children or adults in this country, whether they are Malaysian citizen or stateless, should experience hunger in this country. So the least what we can do is make sure everyone have a decent meal throughout this pandemic. And yeah, I hope everyone can weather through and everyone stay safe, and together we'll be just fine. Thank you. Thanks a lot.